So we've got the same leadership group from last year, luckily enough. Head by myself and Nat Grada. So, some familiar faces in there, so it'd be nice to just have some consistency within the group.
What's going to motivate you going into next season? That you climb the mountaintop? How are you going to drive this group forward?
Yeah, great question. I think we've got a really high achieving group, an elite group that love challenging themselves and being able to perform. So I think striving to get that, obviously, that next layer, keep performing, especially when we are the ones that everybody's chasing, will be a big challenge for us.
Has there been any discussions or internal talks about back-to-back?
Not so much yet. Very cliche, obviously focusing on the process and game by game. Everybody starts from the bottom again and it's a long way to go to get there. But obviously that would be the dream, but long way to go.
Is there a different feeling or a different temperament among the players knowing that you've got that monkey off the back and actually, I suppose, got that premiership? Is there a different temperament? Is people more relaxed, or how's the feeling?
No, I think people are more hungry, actually. I think people know what that base is now, and we know where that standard's at, so we don't accept anything that drops below that. I think with training, with everything we do, we've got really high standards we like to uphold, so I think we push each other more, if that makes sense.
How are the new players adjusting to those standards that were already high, but now apparently even higher?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a big adjustment. First year is massive and really challenging for those girls, but we have a really good group of young athletes coming through, and they actually, to their credit, they hold themselves really well in those situations. So big learnings, but they're doing well.
Where does the improvement come from, Bre?
There's a lot to improve on. I don't think anybody's perfect by any standard, and we chase that almost perfection, but you're never going to get there, so there's always stuff that we can work better on. And even from the grand final and games last year, there's a lot we need to get better at, and those are what we're going to focus on.
What about for you, Bre? I mean, it doesn't get much better than how you played in the grand final. How could you improve?
Oh, I think a lot. I'd like to think I've got a lot of growth and learning in me, and I think the day that I don't want to learn and I don't want to keep developing is the day when I need to hang up the boots. But still got that drive and determination in me to get better, so we'll keep doing what I'm doing.
Any particular aspect of your game that you are just like, okay, that's something I feel like I can key in on?
Yeah, I think a big one for me last year in particular was my versatility around the ground, being able to move into the middle and play obviously consistently off the half back line was a real edge for us. So I want to keep building on that and getting better in those different positions as well.
Is there must be such a good mood at the club now, especially with the boys doing so well. Are the girls feeling that as well in their pre-season?
Yeah, it's always a good energy when both teams are doing well, and feels like a little bit of a powerhouse club to be at the moment, so very privileged to be there. But the energy is really good, and we're lucky enough to have people like Big O come down to training and help us out, so the connection across the two clubs, the two teams, is really good.
Has the fixture come out?
Yeah.
Who you guys got first up?
We've actually got North Melbourne on the Sunday, 1st of September, I believe. So, yes, big grand final rematch.
What's that like to go out to start with a big bang?
Yeah, I think it'll be challenging because you don't know when everybody sits. It'll be a challenge from our group, and I think we've got a pretty tough draw in general, so but something we won't sort of shy away from.
Got a little mark there from your pre-season counts, eh? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, that was courtesy of Belle Dawes, so thanks to her. I guess we go pretty hard in pre-season practice matches and all that sort of stuff starting to ramp up now, so it's just part of the job.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Are you okay if you